I always knew my land was valuable. Nestled by the edge of a serene lake, the empty acres I inherited from my grandparents were peaceful, untamed, and mine. I had no plans to sell or develop it, just a quiet place to escape, but apparently, that wasn't enough for Karen. The infamous HOA president from the neighboring subdivision. It all started innocently enough. I noticed small signs along the lakeshore, HOA property development, planted in my grass. At first I thought it was a mistake, maybe a contractor wandering onto the wrong property. But the truth hit me like a freight train. Karen had built 6 lakefront cabins on my land, and had been renting them out for over 2 years. I could hardly believe it. My land, my family's property. And she had been profiting from it without my knowledge, signing leases, collecting rent, and hosting weekend guests who had no idea whose land they were actually enjoying. I confronted her the first time I saw her surveying the cabins in her usual power suit, clipboard in hand. "Karen, this is private property. What you're doing is illegal," I said, my voice low but firm. She looked up, calm and unapologetic. "Oh, come on, it's just a few cabins by the lake. Everyone in the HOA loves them. They generate income. And it's helping the community." Helping the community. I laughed bitterly. "You mean helping yourself? Those cabins are mine, and you don't have a single legal right to rent them or collect a dime from anyone." Karen shrugged. "Technically, the HOA manages community land. You live here, but your land hasn't been officially claimed in our records. We fixed that for you. That was the last straw." I hired an attorney, pulled every deed, survey, and property record I could find, and documented the illegal activity. For the next few months, there were tense meetings, legal letters, and phone calls. Karen pretending nothing was wrong while I built a case strong enough to make her regret ever touching my land. Finally, the court sided with me. The cabins were deemed illegally built on private property. All profits had to be returned, and Karen was fined for trespassing and fraud. Watching her leave the property, defeated and humiliated, was the ultimate satisfaction. I walked along. My lakefront afterward, the cabins empty and silent. The peace was finally restored, my land intact, and the lesson clear. Entitlement has consequences, and you don't mess with someone who actually owns the land. This story is just the beginning. There is so much more ahead. Subscribe to the channel to join me on this journey.